You wake before the sun, not because you want to, but because your body has learned there's no point in sleeping once the cold seeps into your bones. The ground beneath you is hard-packed dirt, unforgiving, shaped by countless bedrolls laid down and pulled up again. Your back aches from yesterday's ride, and from the day before that, and from weeks of sleeping beneath an open sky with nothing but a thin blanket between you and the earth. The morning air is sharp and dry. It scrapes your throat as you breathe, already tasting faintly of dust. Somewhere nearby, a man coughs, deep and wet, the sound of lungs that have spent too many years breathing trail grit. Another cowboy groans as he sits up, joints stiff, movements slow and deliberate. Everyone hurts. No one talks about it. You push yourself upright and feel it immediately. Legs bowed from years in the saddle, hands rough, cracked, scarred by rope burns and weather. Your fingers don't straighten all the way anymore. They haven't for a long time. You stretch anyway, knowing it won't help much. This is the third week of the drive. 2,000 longhorns pushed north from Texas, mile by mile toward a railhead in Kansas. If nothing goes wrong, there are still weeks to go. If something does go wrong, you don't dwell on that. Cowboys who dwell don't last long. The smell of coffee pulls you fully awake, bitter, strong, boiling in a blackened pot over a low fire. Cookie is already up at the chuck wagon, moving with the quiet efficiency of a man who has done this every morning for years. He doesn't greet anyone. He doesn't have to. That coffee is the only comfort you'll get before the day begins, and everyone knows it. You grab your boots and shake them hard before pulling them on. It's habit now. Scorpions, spiders, snakes, anything that likes warmth will crawl inside during the night. A careless cowboy loses more than sleep. Around camp, the others are stirring. Men from everywhere, former slaves, Mexican vaqueros, immigrants chasing rumors of work, farm boys who thought this life would be an adventure. Out here, none of that matters. Same pay, same danger, same dust. Someone calls out that breakfast is ready. Beans, bacon if you're lucky. Always the same. You eat fast because lingering means going hungry. The sun is already creeping toward the horizon, and once it's fully up, the cattle will move whether you're ready or not. You finish the last swallow of coffee, feeling it burn all the way down, and for a moment, just a moment, you feel almost human. Then the trail boss's voice cuts through the morning air, rough and unyielding. Mount up! And just like that, the day begins. By the time the herd starts moving, the sun is already climbing, and the cool morning air doesn't last long. Heat settles in early, pressing down from above, while dust rises from below, wrapping the world in a choking haze. You pull your bandana up over your nose and mouth, but it only helps a little. By noon, you'll still be tasting dirt with every breath. Your horse moves beneath you like an extension of your own body. You've been together long enough that he responds to the slightest shift of your weight, the smallest pressure of your legs. That connection is the difference between control and chaos out here. A bad horse gets a man killed. A good one might save his life. You ride the flank today, keeping the herd tight, watching for movement along the edges. Longhorns are nothing like the cattle people imagine back east. These animals are lean, half-wild, stubborn, and dangerous when pressed. Some of their horns stretch wider than a man is tall, curved weapons carried on thick, muscular necks. One wrong move and a rider can be hooked, crushed, or trampled into the ground. The dust thickens as the herd settles into its slow, grinding pace. Hooves pound the earth in a steady rhythm, thousands of them, shaking the ground beneath you. The sound becomes constant, like distant thunder that never fades. Your eyes sting. Sweat soaks your shirt and dries almost instantly, leaving salt crusted against your skin. Hours pass like this, riding, watching, turning back the occasional steer that drifts too far, long stretches where nothing happens at all, broken suddenly by moments that demand everything you've got. A yearling breaks from the herd without warning, darting sideways through a gap. Your body reacts before your thoughts catch up. You lean, your horse surges forward, hooves tearing at the ground. The rope is already in your hand. You swing it once, twice, then let it fly. The loop settles clean around the animal's neck, and for a brief second, there's satisfaction in the precision of it. Then comes the strain. Your horse braces, the rope snaps tight. The longhorn fights, jerking hard enough to tear your arm out of its socket if you're careless. You guide it back toward the herd, every movement practiced, controlled, dangerous. When it finally rejoins the mass of cattle, you coil your rope and return to position as if nothing happened. Your arms ache now, your shoulders burn, but there's no time to rest. There's always another animal testing the line, another problem forming at the edge of your vision. By midday, the heat becomes relentless. The prairie shimmers like it's alive. Your canteen is half empty, and you ration every swallow. Water out here isn't a convenience, it's survival. You eat jerky in the saddle, chewing slowly, jaw sore, hunger dulled but never satisfied. As the afternoon drags on, fatigue creeps in, not the kind that makes you want to lie down, but the kind that dulls your reactions, slows your thinking. That's when mistakes happen. A missed signal, a late turn, a gun fired too close to the herd. You've seen what comes next. Horses down, men crushed, cattle scattered for miles. You stay sharp by force of will alone. When the sun finally begins to sink, shadows stretch long across the grass. The herd slows, restless and thirsty. Camp will come soon, but not soon enough. When you finally swing down from the saddle, your legs barely remember how to work. The ground feels wrong beneath your feet, too still after a day of motion. You tend to your horse first, always. Only after he's watered and checked do you think about yourself. Dinner is more beans, more coffee. You eat quietly, too tired for talk. Night brings no real rest. There's watch to ride, hours spent circling the herd in darkness, humming low songs to keep the cattle calm. You sit tall in the saddle beneath a sky so full of stars it almost hurts to look at, exhaustion pressing in from all sides. This is cowboy life. Not gunfights, not glory, just endless work, constant vigilance, and the knowledge that tomorrow will be exactly the same. The river comes into view by late morning, wide and brown, moving faster than it looks. From a distance, it seems calm, almost inviting. You know better. Rivers kill more cowboys than bullets ever will. Horses panic, cattle drown, men vanish beneath muddy water without a sound. The herd senses it before anyone gives the order. Heads lift, hooves slow, a low, uneasy sound ripples through 2,000 animals at once. The trail boss rides the line, voice steady, repeating instructions everyone already knows but needs to hear again. Keep them tight on the approach, give them space in the water. No yelling, no guns. You ride point today. That means you go first. Your horse hesitates at the bank, muscles bunching beneath you. You lean forward and urge him on, quiet and firm. He steps into the water, then deeper. Cold surges up your legs, stealing your breath. The bottom drops away, and suddenly he's swimming, powerful strokes fighting the current that pushes sideways, dragging at both of you. Behind you, the herd pours in. Horns slice through the surface, steers bellow and panic. The sound is chaos, splashing, fear, movement in every direction. You don't look back. You can't. Every ounce of focus stays on keeping your horse angled toward the far bank. The current grabs hard in the middle, stronger than you expected. For a moment, you're sliding downstream, carried away from the exit. Your heart hammers, but you don't fight wildly. Panic kills faster than water. You stay loose, balanced. Your horse digs deep, muscles burning, inch by inch clawing back ground. Then his hooves touch bottom again. Gravel, solid. One last surge and you're out, water streaming from both of you as you scramble up the bank. You turn and watch. It takes more than an hour to get the herd across. Some animals struggle, a few are swept away. One cowboy goes under when his horse stumbles, surfacing downstream, coughing and shaken, but alive. By the time the last steer climbs the far bank, every man is soaked, exhausted, and painfully aware of how close it all came to disaster. No one celebrates. You move the cattle away from the water and settle them for the night. Survival is victory enough. Weeks later, Abilene rises out of the dust. Stockyards, smoke, the sound of trains, civilization crashing back into your world all at once. The herd is delivered, papers are signed, wages are paid into your hands, money earned through blisters, sleepless nights, and endless miles. Town feels strange, too loud, too crowded. You bathe, shave, eat real food, sleep in a bed that feels almost too soft. For a few days, you're rich. Then the money thins, as it always does, and choices return. Some men head south for another drive. Some drink their pay away. You choose the road again, riding out alone beneath a sky that opens wide the moment the town disappears behind you. Out here, with nothing but your horse, your gear, and the land stretching endlessly ahead, the truth becomes clear. Being a cowboy was never glorious. It was exhausting, dangerous, poorly paid. Your body wore down faster than